Olá, boa noite. As relações entre o Canadá e os Estados Unidos voltam a estar no centro das atenções depois de novas ameaças de tarifas por parte do presidente Donald Trump, desta vez associadas também ao impacto do fumo dos incêndios florestais canadianos que chegou a várias regiões norte-americanas. Ao mesmo tempo, o Canadá continua a enfrentar uma época difícil de incêndios, com comunidades afetadas, problemas de qualidade do ar e a necessidade de reforçar a prevenção e a resposta a estas situações. A segurança pública continua também a ser uma das principais preocupações dos governos canadianos, com o Governo Federal a anunciar várias medidas nesta área. Para nos falar sobre estes desafios e a resposta de Ottawa, recebemos hoje a Deputada Federal por Davenport, Julie Dzerowicz. Hi, Julie.
Hi,
Welcome to
Marlene.
FPTV once again.
Prazer, como sempre.
The pleasure is all ours. Julie, let's talk about what's happening in Canada, what's happening with Donald Trump and the new tariffs that he announced 3 days ago or so. So what's going on?
Yeah, so as you know, we're trying to renew our trade agreement between our two countries. But you know that since President Trump came in a couple of years ago, he started putting in tariffs. We didn't want tariffs. We like the agreement that we have. We think it's beneficial for both of our countries. But for some reason, President Trump started this tariff war with us, and we don't want that. But he's just announced he's going to escalate the number of tariffs on a whole number of products. I heard it's around 200 products across the country, and he's going to put a tariff of 50%. So that means every time a Canadian business wants to sell into the United States, it's going to cost 50% more higher. So it's going to be hard for anybody in the United States to buy it because it's going to be so expensive for them.
And why is that? Why did they announce that?
I think the president is, I think it's multiple things that he's talked about. One is I think that we have had some reciprocal tariffs. So in Ontario, the premier took off all of American wines and bourbons and all of that off the shelf. So the president is very upset because it's really impacting their businesses, okay? And so I think he's mad about some of the things that we've put into place. And I think he did allude to the fact about wildfires. He thinks that we can stop it. But I think President Trump knows full well that wildfires are across borders. They don't know borders. They have wildfires. We have wildfires. We help them with their wildfires. They help with ours. And we both have to take action to try to sort of minimize
it. And how
it.
is the Canadian government dealing with this type of situation with Donald Trump?
So it's an excellent question. So right now, the Prime Minister has been meeting with all of our 13 provincial leaders, provincial and territorial leaders in Prince Edward Island. So he's just coming out with a press conference today. And he's basically saying a couple of things. One is, look, the U.S. is our greatest trading partner. We're going to double down our efforts to make sure that we eliminate all these tariffs and we continue to have a good deal for both of us. But he says, as Canada, we have everything we need. As long as we stay united, the destiny of our country is in our hands. So we just have to stay united, continue to reduce all the interprovincial trade barriers, continue to strengthen our internal economy. We have everything here. Let's focus on ourselves. Let's strengthen ourselves. And that way we're stronger anytime any country, including the United States, wants to attack us economically.
It's not even fair. It's not like we can control what's happening here in terms of the wildfires, right?
Yeah.
And where the smoke goes.
So that's another big issue. I think that a lot of Torontonians are actually thinking about. Last week we had some day. No, was it? It was a week ago.
Yeah, it was last week. Yeah.
We had some really awful days where it was yellow and it was hard to breathe, and it was kind of scary to see that. So a lot of people don't know this, Marlene, but it's very typical in forests that you have natural burning. There's fires that happen. It's a way that the forests regenerate. The issue is when there's wildfires that are out of control. And because of climate change, we have more wildfires, okay? So right now, and this is as of July 15, we have 835 active wildfires nationwide. Most of it is healthy. It's how the forest regenerates itself, okay? But 112 are out of control, and 63 of those out of control are here in Ontario, okay? But we're working very closely with our provinces to say, we have a central command station for right across the country. We decide, okay, where's the wildfires? Where's the worst ones? How do we deploy all of our assets so we have aerial firefighting aircraft. So we have these big aircraft with all the water to put out so we coordinate that to try to put out the fires, the bad ones, as fast as possible so that people can move back into their communities and we minimize the impacts to cities like Toronto.
So the government is taking measures to take care of this.
We are. And we have to continue to do more. Like climate change is real. We have some work to do. The United States have work to do. Every country in the world has work to do. And as you know, in Portugal, there's been wildfires as well.
Every year.
Yes.
Unfortunately.
So we all have to deal with this.
Thank you, Julie. Thank you for coming here today and explain about this because it's something that is really interests our community and everybody here in Toronto and the major cities. And it's important to know that our government is doing something to take care of us.
Muito obrigada, prazer.
Thank you. E foram estes alguns dos temas em destaque desta nossa conversa com a Deputada Federal Julie Dzerowicz, numa altura em que o Canadá enfrenta vários desafios, desde as relações entre os Estados Unidos aos impactos dos incêndios florestais e também às preocupações com a segurança das nossas comunidades. Vamos agora fazer aqui uma curta pausa, mas voltamos em breve para a continuação das notícias. Até já!